Hey guys, welcome to this week's edition of the Coffee and Hero Show. Just going to be taking you through my pull list now. Obviously you can find the video on the network elsewhere, showing you what came in this week that was new. Loads of cool stuff coming in. We actually got our delivery as normal this week, right to the heavens. But yeah, just take you through my pull list anyway. These are the titles that I'm most looking forward to tucking into this week. Mixture of DC, Indie and Marvel as always. It looks from the piles that Indie is the winner. But kick things off with DC. First of all, we've got Arkham City, Order of the World. So we're up to issue 3 of this. The covers on these just get creepier and creepier. Really enjoying that so far. That's Dan Waters and Danny on art. Next up is definitely a big one for me this week, which is Batman. So this is Batman 118. So Tynion's run has come to an end now. We're moving on to the Joshua Williamson era. This makes me very happy. Not to say that Tynion's run was bad. I enjoyed a lot of it. I just feel with Tynion's run there seemed to be a lot of emphasis on new characters and maybe not focusing on the rogues gallery that already exists. I mean, with Tynion's run you had Punchline, you had Miracle Molly, you had the Designer, you had the Underbroker, you had Peacekeeper 1, you had Simon Saint. You know, Batman has probably the best rogues gallery in the world. And with this one, although it does introduce a new villain, that's more to do with the central mystery, but it's very classic storytelling. I read it last night, really dug it. Next up we have, and I should say, sorry, Jorge Molina on art. Unbelievable first issue. Next up is Dark Knights of Steel, so we're up to issue 2 of this. So this is Tom Taylor, Yasmin Putri. What more do you need to know? First issue was great, second issue hopefully keeps those high standards going. Speaking of Tom Taylor, we have the Superman Son of Kal-El annual this week as well. Looks to be Steve Pugh on art for this one. Obviously focusing more on Jonathan Kent, and we're introducing Lex Luthor now. I do love the "and who are you supposed to be," because Lex always hates it when anybody else tries to be Superman instead of Clark. Moving away from that, we move on to the Marvel side of things. There's a couple of Marvel books for me this week, but some cracking ones. You have Fantastic Four number 5, so we're hitting the 2000s with this one now. Who knows, maybe Galactus will finally make it to Earth. Who knows? But this is Mark Russell writing and Sean Isaac on art. Next up is one, again, I'm really looking forward to. It's a 5-issue miniseries, Captain America Iron Man. I know, me looking forward to something that has Iron Man in it, shock horror. But the reason for that is it's written by Derek Land. They did a brilliant Falcon and Winter Soldier story recently. So it seems to, you know, thrive really well in the team-up area. So yeah, looking forward to this 5-issue miniseries, issue 1 hitting this week. Definitely the most anticipated Marvel for me, and of course it had to be a Scotty Young cover because Scotty Young. This is Devil's Reign. This is the Marvel line-wide event. It's focusing primarily on Daredevil. Written by Chip Zdarsky, art by Marco Cicchetto, but this is going to pull in the whole Marvel universe. So tons to look forward to in this oversized first issue. Fantastic. Going to be 6 issues in total, that one. Next up for me again, another one of my most anticipated this week, but this will be a lot to do with the fact that I just love wrestling so much. This one's called The Crimson Cage. So this is a new AWA title, so straight away, AWA on board. But this is a 5-issue miniseries. It's written by the Sync team. Now, I've talked before loads of times about my love of Sync. Really nasty, dirty, funny little title. John Lees is a Scottish writer. Alex Cormack, we chatted to in the pod not too long ago when he was doing the art for Sea of Stars. And this one's going to be based around wrestling. Come on, one more thing. And throwing in horror elements as well. Brilliant. I mean, I met John Lees at Thought Bubble a few weeks back. And I bought one of the Sync hardcover, the Kickstarter editions. And I said to him, if you just sign it to Coffee and Heroes, but if you want to write in your favourite wrestling quote. And he wrote, "Take my hand, you and I are about to walk through hell together." And it was an Eddie Kingston quote. So he's an AEW guy, so my kind of guy. Next up we have Crossover. We're up to issue 10 of this. I think I spoke before about it. Crossover for me, I was struggling a little bit with it. And then I let issue 8 and issue 9 build up, read those back to back, and I am fully back on board. Last 2 issues were brilliant, and I love the direction the series is going in now. Next up, we have Daisy. This is a new Dark Horse series. Now, the reason I'm looking forward to this, Colin Lorimer is writing and drawing this. He did series a while back, one called The Hunt. He was also the artist on a series for Image called Harvest. But he holds a special place for us because he was one of the first comic creators ever to walk into our store. We were only open a couple of months, and he walked into the store and we got chatting to him. He ended up sending us out some stuff. You can't quite see it here, but it's framed at the top. You've got Harvest, Happy Holidays, and The Hunt. And this is his new series from Dark Horse, so 5-issue miniseries for that one. Continue with the AWA love, we're on to Knighted. This is issue 2 of 5, Greg Hurwitz and Mark Texiera, who of course was a well-known artist for Ghost Rider. First issue was great, reminded me of The Boys quite a bit, which is probably the biggest compliment I can give it. So looking forward to reading that. This one I know next to nothing about other than it's a Vault comic series. Lunar suggests werewolves and it looks like a cool cover. So going to give this a go. I tend to give all number ones a go, but definitely Vault. I'm really enjoying the Vault stuff at the moment. Next up, Nita Hawes' Nightmare Blog. The first issue of this was fantastic. Keith and I are going to be recording a pod tonight, and it's from a few weeks back. We're still catching up reviews-wise. But Nita Hawes' Nightmare Blog will be featured heavily on it because this first issue was brilliant. It's a spin-off from Philadelphia. So you've still got Rodney Barnes and Jason Sean Alexander involved. It's the same colorist as well, Louis NCT, which is very important. But instead of dealing with Philadelphia and vampires, it's dealing with Detroit and monsters. Yeah, really enjoyed that first issue. Next up, throwing things away. Sorry, that's my copy. Next up is Post Americana. So this is issue 7 of the Steve Scrooge series. This has been on the back burner for a long time. I've had issues 1 to 6 for probably a good 6 months at this point. So really delayed last issue. I actually held off reading the rest of the series until I had it all. So I'm going to enjoy reading all 7 of those back to back. A couple more just to finish off with. We have Silver Coins. The latest issue of this is out, issue 7. This one is a Ram V story. Looks to be heavily based around gambling. Can't say enough about issue 6, by the way. I think we've still a couple of copies there. But it focuses on a kid who uses the coin for an arcade machine. Fantastic. And I'm really looking forward to this. Ram V again, and Michael Walsh, of course, the creator and artist on that. And then the last one to finish off with is Walking Dead, and we're up to issue 28. Issue 27 of this, oh my god, I forgot how good it was. Introducing the governor, introducing Woodsbury, basically introducing the whole darker side, as if you need darker, even more darkness in Walking Dead. But you really start to get a sense of how dark humans can be in this post-zombie, in this post-apocalyptic world. And the governor is just a delicious creation. So looking forward to digging into that as well. So there you go. That's my pull list this week. So that's the titles due out this Wednesday. Be going on the racks. If ever anything appeals to you, drop us a message. We'll get you sorted. A lot of those titles are big pulls as well. You know, loads of people on Batman, loads of people on Devil's Reign, loads of people on Walking Dead. But if you ever want to add anything to your pull list as well, just for fear of missing out on an issue, just do drop us a message and I'll get it on the pulls for you. Anyway, hope this preview is useful to you. Gives you a little insight into what I'm reading and what's out this week. And I look forward to seeing you guys in store, hopefully on a better weather day than today. But anyway, take it easy out there, and I'll see you in store soon.